Hello and thank you for joining me on another edition of Majid's Kitchen. The ingredients for our quinoa risotto are as follows. We have a tri-colored quinoa grain, some asparagus, diced red onions, some Parmesan cheese, butter, leeks, and diced squash. Of course, we have our seasoning, salt and pepper, chicken stock. You can also use a vegetable stock, and right up top to the left is 35% cream, about a quarter cup. I want to keep it a little light, so it's not going to be a very heavy creamy based risotto. The preparation method I've used for this was to place it under running water and gently swish it around, pour the water out, and then let it continue under the running water until the water becomes nice and clear. And then I drained it and placed it into the bowl, of which the next step is we're going to go to the burner and put it in a hot pan and lightly toast it. Now we're going to add in the quinoa. Alright, let's get it in. You can hear that pan is nice and hot. And we're just going to get that moisture out, and at the same time give it a little bit of a toasting in the hot pan. Typically for your risottos you would use a white wine once you had it nice and toasted, but I'm just going to be using a chicken stock for this recipe. And by the way, I'm sure you know this, don't move your pan back and forth on these type of ceramic top stoves or whatever they're made out of, because you're just going to scratch your stove and ruin it. It is at this stage where you'd add your wine, or where I'm going to be adding in my chicken stock. Okay, let's add in our chicken stock, of which I have about 450 ml of chicken stock here. So I've added in about half of it. And just like your arborio rice, you want that liquid to get absorbed. If you're using chicken stock, of course. If you're adding in a little bit of wine, you could add your wine in, give it a bit of a mix, let it cook for about a couple of seconds, then add your chicken stock. Now the squash has been cut quite small, so I'm going to add in the squash at this stage so it can start cooking. And you can see just how quickly the liquid gets absorbed. So I'll go in with another quarter cup. And I've got my stove on medium high. Okay, and at this point I'm going to put a lid on it for a few minutes. I will show you some garlic that I have prepared, just a little. It's in olive oil and it's been slowly cooked and it's nice and soft, similar to your roasted garlic. I have chopped some, and we'll be adding in about a teaspoon of this once we get closer to finishing off the risotto. Let's take a look. on there. Okay. So what we will do is add in a little bit more of the stock. And I've just tried the squash and it's about halfway done. And this is where I'll add in the rest of the vegetables. So, onions, if you're going to use oil to saute the quinoa with, you could add your onions in at that stage, and your leeks. And I'm going to leave the asparagus to add in a little bit at the later stage. So I'm reducing the heat to medium, about a good teaspoon of butter. And you can still see there's some liquid in there. Okay. And it's now that I'll add in the asparagus. I'm going to put a lid on it and let it steam. About a teaspoon. There you go. Our quinoa is still a little bit al dente, so now we'll finish it off with some cream. I've only put half in now. Parmesan, the rest of it. And the balance on that cream. Let that come together. Okay, so I've added in the rest of the stock. And we had 2 cups of quinoa here, by the way, 2 cups of tri-colored quinoa. And just let this simmer gently. Beautiful flavor. The quinoa just needs to cook a little more. The salt, there's enough salt that comes from this chicken stock, or depending on what type of vegetable stock you're using, and also from the Parmesan cheese. So I'm not going to be adding salt here, but a little bit of pepper. Okay, so salt and pepper to taste. Add in parsley. Beautiful and creamy. And that was so easy, wasn't it? Well, let's put it in a plate and get a closer look. Beautiful, creamy risotto. Give this recipe a try. Thanks for watching.